Uh-huh. Y'all ain't ready for this.
Let's go.
Yeah. Listen. Check it. Let these bars give you an introduction. Tracy's sweet touch protection when she touch it. Hey, baby, you gonna love it. And I'ma split this verse and give you a summary of it. Jewelry so sparkling, she touch it. Craft so dope, she touch it. Case, Casey, cause she touch it. Abracadabra rest, oof. The Stella fabulous. Make no mistake, craft arts and cakes. She creates and creates and shifts from the Great Lakes state. Set a spark, contact her today. Passionately intrigued, our love is on this way. Hey, I know what it is.
Passionately intrigued.
That's right.
Just a sweet touch.
Hello everyone, how are you? Welcome to Passionately Intrigued Arts, and this is Tracy. Today I'm going to attempt to make a face cover, a mask. Yes, we're still wearing masks, and I haven't made one in quite some time. And the one that I'm going to make is a special needs face mask. It is a face cover neck shield combo. I made one of these approximately, I believe, I know there is a video about 7 months ago, and I have since had to make another one a couple months ago. So I have a request to make a couple more. And I don't think I ever filmed the entire process of making this face shield. So let's get started. I made my own template for the face cover back in the pandemic, 2019. And this is for an adult. And you'll need a piece of material, 8x5x7. And so I've cut those out already as such. Cut 2 pieces of these so long here, and then this is the other piece. You do the same type of stitching, and then you put the 2 together. The face, the good sides together, the inside out. You know what I'm trying to say. And so I'll be sewing across. Oh, this is the top. I'll be sewing across the top of this first off. I'm trying to remember how I did these. It's been so long, and I kind of came up with this pattern myself in extending the face shield onto a face mask. So this is my makeshift pattern for the neck shield. I'll cut here on the, I don't know what you call that, but this is where the material will be folded over. There'll be 2 pieces of material, and I have it where it can be a short face shield or long face shield. It's up to you how long you want to make it. And I kind of have some directions on how I did this, so I'm going to try and follow my own directions, because I don't have it memorized, and I don't quite remember how it went along. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the first combo in brown, the brown one that I did. Like I said, I have 2 of them to do, but my machine is already threaded with brown thread and bobbin thread. So I put these 2 together, and I'm going to sew across the top here about, I don't know how far you go in. Is that called 3/8 of an inch? Not sure. I'm just going to follow the guide here. About 1/4 of an inch. Something like that. Taking the pins out as I go. And always backstitch. Turn this a little bit because there's a corner, kind of a corner at the notch of the nose. So I'll just turn it a little bit and follow along. Kind of a notch right here on the other side. So I'll turn that material and keep going all the way to the end. Back stitching at the end. So I believe I got to get my tension right. It's loose. Let me adjust that and I'll be back. But what I'll do next is turn this inside out and iron it down. And I've used what do you call this thing? Bandana print. So I'll get that all smoothed out and ironed along this seam and check my tension and I'll be back. I've adjusted my tension. I hope I got it right. I sewed another line. I sewed this once again all the way down. So now I'm just going to clip these notches right here. And for the life of me, I can't find my sewing scissors. And I just had them to cut this material out. So they're here somewhere looking at me laughing. So I hope these work well. So I'm just going to cut these notches and then I will trim this down just a little bit. I hope these scissors work. I guess they're sharp enough. I'm just going to trim it just very little. Cut that notch off at the top. Yeah, I need to find my fabric scissors. Where are they at? So what I'll do now is turn it inside out or right side in. And this will be the inside of the mask, and of course the decorative is the outside. And so I'm just going to line this up and iron this top seam, this top of the mask down really good. Flat. I forgot to tell you to put little slits on each one of these pieces before you sew the two together. I was wondering why it wasn't lining up too well. Because you have a curve here and this material needs to lay down right. So just cut like every inch or so a little slit, and I failed to do that. Like I said, I haven't done mask in months and I forget the steps that I have to do. So just cutting slits. It's not too late because I haven't sewn the two together yet. So okay, then I'll turn it back inside out or right sides together. And I was trying to iron and it wasn't laying down right here in the middle. So I have my handy dandy little tabletop ironing board, DIY tabletop ironing board. And there is a video maybe 7 or 8 months ago where I made this little ironing board. And if I remember, I will place the link in the description. So I'm just flattening this as best I can to get the shape. And this is my ironing board. Real simple and easy to use. Very convenient. And of course it wasn't recording when I thought it was. So I turned my machine to a zigzag stitch. and sew down the middle of the seam with a zigzag. So now what I'll do is I have cut a piece of material off my brown, a small piece, and I'll use my makeshift template to line up and cut. How did I do this? Like so. I just need a small piece. So I am lining this edge up, the shorter edge up on the fold. And I don't want the long neck shield. I want the short. So I'll just trace it with a white pencil and cut this out. I got a smaller pair of scissors. These are still not my fabric scissors. These work better than those large ones. Like that. Okay, y'all. I've only made, let's see, 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 of these masks over the past, what, 7 months ago. 7 months. And so I thought I was, doing it right because I did it myself. I made my own little pattern or whatever for the neck shield. But I just discovered why I'm having such difficulty lining this up with the bottom of my mask. I need to be going the opposite way. So I have pinned this part of the mask down and I have traced it this way with my white pencil. Yeah, and so now I'm going to make a new template like this. I'm going to cut this out. I need to be going this way. Hello. And I guess I'm going to go straight down here, leaving enough room for the seams, or whatever you call those things, when you put your material together, a little 1/4 inch that you need. And so I'm going to do this, go down this way. Let me see if I can do this straight from here to here. And then what I will be doing is tracing this on, that's not straight, but I'll get a ruler and do that. Tracing it on another piece of poster board and using this as a template. And let's see how that works. I don't know, I'm in discovery mode right now. I think I've been doing this wrong. That's why I've been struggling. I mean, the masks has come together and they look nice if you've seen my previous videos, but I think I did something wrong. And let me get this together, cut out another template and see if this is going to work easier. Because, yeah, hello. I don't know. We're going to see. I had a glitch. Flag on the play, whatever you want to call it. I'm retrying this. So I've created a new template. We're going to see if this works. And it's 11 inches long, 6 inches tall. That's the fold line. I could have made it half, but I didn't. I had to create it the whole long thing. And let's see how this goes. I've already cut the material out, and so I'm going to line it up and pin these two pieces together and see if it works a little better for me. So let me pin it together and I shall be back momentarily. Got it all pinned up. Let's try this again and see how it works. I'm going to give it a 3/8 inch seam. And where's my foot pedal? Let's go. Oh, let's back it up. So sorry. I still got it on zigzag. Let me change that up. There we go. hit the reverse and come forward. Let me take that pin out. Come on around this mouth. I hope this works. It makes my life a little easier because I thought I knew what I was doing, but I am not a pattern creator. I just try. Take this last pin out. Back stitch. Let's see what we got. So I'm moving a little fast here. I sewed all the way from end to end, forgetting that I needed, I have a 1/2 inch on each side that I wanted to stop sewing on each side right there. So I've taken some stitches out so that I have that like so. But I've got it sewn, and I'm going to clip some notches in here and trim that. But this is what it's starting to look like. And that is the neck cover. So let me clean this up and come back and see where we go from here. I just want to show you the inside. That worked out pretty good. And what I did was took a zigzag stitch and went all across this seam, the part that attaches the top to the bottom. So I just zigzagged it all the way across. So I'm just winging this now because I've got a new pattern here. So next what I'm going to do is take these ends and fold them over, and this is for the ear loops. So I'll make the ear loops first. And what I use is, it's called paracord. So I have some tan. I didn't have brown. I could have used black. And from what I've written down on this mask, adult mask unisex template, is that for women, I cut it 9.25 inches. So 9 inches to 9.25. So I'm going to cut 2 of those. And I'm going to just cut them at 9 inches. And what you do to make the loop, if this is the same kind of paracord that I have been using, you burn each end. Burn that in. I should have had this one in my hand. And do them at the same time. So I hold it like that. I melt each end, get it pretty hot, pretty warm, and then I try to immediately stick the 2 together. And then I just do like that. Not quite. So I'll just burn some more, melt it some more, and attach it like so. Let me do the next one. Measure it 9 inches. Hold both ends. Light each end. Ooh, stick them together. And just pressing hard and twirling it. See that? Stuck together. Now I'm going to take each end, this side, and I'm just going to sew down the edge of it with a zigzag, just to close this off with a zigzag stitch. I'm going to do the same on the other side, just to close that end off. Trim it up just a little bit. I got these frayed ends. I'll take one of the loops and latch the material over it, like so. And I'm going to keep it on the zigzag stitch. Let's see if I can fit this in here, if I've left enough allowance to do this. And I will back stitch. Oh, slow down. And come all the way down. I think I quite had enough room. That might not be on there good. Let's see. Let me take it out. Cut these strings. And let's see. Yeah, I got it. That's one side. Now let's loop the other side over. Cut these frayed strings. Take this loop, fold it over, and let's place it under. Using a zigzag stitch. Back stitch, come all the way down. Back stitch up here. So it's coming together. It's coming together. So I cut out another piece of material in this template, which I should have cut two in the first place. And I have attached it to the bottom, the neck piece. And I'm going to sew this around and then turn it inside out. Let's see how that works. I think that's my plan. I think that's what... I'm just winging it, y'all. I'm figuring this one out as I go. I'm no professional, but I like to challenge myself sometimes. So, let's do this. Let me turn it off zigzag, that's for sure. And I'm going to give a 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch allowance over here. Get this up under here, take this first one off. Got my little, I don't know, clips. Forgot I had them. Back stitch. And come down. All the way down. come down to about a 1/4 inch, and I'm going to back stitch this corner a couple, okay, and then turn it. I'm just trying to reinforce the corners. Come down just a little bit, back stitch, and then come forward. Get down to this corner. So I get to about a 1/4 of an inch right there. Back stitch a couple, come forward a couple. 1, 2, and then I'm going to turn it. Back stitch. And come all the way down. And back stitch. Okay. See how this works. So I'm going to trim it. I'm going to cut the corner off crosswise and then trim all the way down. Do the same on this side. Cut that corner off and trim all the way down. Now trim this bottom half, just so it's not so bulky around the edges when I turn this inside out. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to turn this inside out, so I'm going to grab it inside here and get that corner pushed out. And the same on this side. Push that corner in. Need to turn my iron on again. And iron that down flat. And then I will be attaching this top part. So let me turn the iron on, press this out real good, and go from there. Okay, we're almost done, y'all. So I've ironed it, and then I folded this top end down and ironed that, which I probably should have ironed that first and ironed this bottom seam in also. I'll know that on my next one. It should be a lot easier. So I'm just going to sew across here to attach this bottom part. And am I going to zigzag? I don't think so. Okay. Let's see how this works. Let me turn it this way so I can get it up in there good. First stitch down in there. Well, let me take that pin out. Don't want to break no needles. And let's give it a couple stitches. And then back stitch. Don't look like it's moving. It might be too thick. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Come on. It's not moving. Let me lift it up. Let's try it again. Come on. Is it moving? No. Bear with me, y'all. Why is it not moving? Talk on it. Hold on. Let's try it again. My bobbin thread got tangled. So let's see. Forward, backwards. Try it again. It ain't working. You know what? me get to the end and it don't want to work right. There we go. Okay. Let me hold on to this and keep it moving. Let's see how this goes. There we go. I'm going to come back over that end and back stitch when I get through here, because it was giving me the flux. Back stitch here. Okay, let's see what this looks like. Yeah, not the straightest, but it held down. Oh, that kind of looks ugly on that side. Okay, yeah, I don't like it. I'm gonna take that out and do something else. I'm gonna take that out. I don't like it. One more again. I got the old seam ripper out. I took that seam out. It was ugly, didn't look good. I ironed that flap again. I'm gonna leave it flat like that. What I'm gonna do is come back around on the front, and I'm gonna do another zigzag right along that edge and hold it that way, and I'll deal with that when I get to it on the other side. Let's see how that works. I'm gonna get it. Y'all know I'm gonna get it. That in there. Got a pin back there. Let me take that pin out. Put the foot down and Lego. See how I can hold on to this. I think. Oops, let me take this pin out. And back stitch. Let's see what happens here. Okay. I went along that same stitching with a zigzag, and ta-da! There's the back. I'll clean that edge up some way, somehow. Don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe just cut it close. Maybe just cut it close, I think. No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use some heat bond. I'm gonna use some heat bond and stick that down and be done with it. So there it is. Let me iron it up and bring it right back to you. Okay, good people, I have finally finished. I did the inside with the heat bond strip. That would be this. Cut little pieces. I clipped that little seam in spots and sealed it down. And of course, ironed it out. I did a little seam all the way around the edge of the bottom of the neck cover. And of course, as you all know, what I do, I branded it. So let me just show you. The beauty of this mask is that you can put a hospital mask on underneath it. This type, or the, what do you call this other one? The KN95, either or you don't have to. My glasses are fogging up. And these are non-restricting ear loops. Unlike these, pull your ears in. These do not. And voila, there you have it. The neck cover to cover, this is a medical mask to cover any scars or tracheotomy or what have you. So the next one should be much easier. I kind of know what I'm doing now. I'm going to take some notes. I think I'm going to make 2 more. I'm going to make one to keep as a sample for when I have to make this in the future. And since I've come up with a new design or a new little bottom pattern, tell me what you think. Please give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you need a medical mask. The face cover neck shield combo. And I think this is long enough. I won't make them any longer than this. I believe this is long enough, unless it's requested for it to be longer. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for going through these trials and errors with me. I appreciate you. Leave me some comments. And I'm going to make that other one off camera. Actually, I'm going to make 2 and be done with this project or this order. Thank you so much once again. Peace and love. We'll see you next time. I am out. I think I need a drink. Bye. Cheers, peers. This is sweet blueberry.